Assalamu alaikum. Hi everyone, you are welcome to my channel. Today inshallah we learn how to make this beautiful abaya. The abaya has a placket and a button design in the front. And to make this abaya we need the following measurement. We need to take our full length measurement, our shoulder measurement, and our sleeve length measurement. And for this abaya I'll be making use of 3 meters of crepe fabric. And I have my cover button made from a small piece of fabric which was cut out from the main fabric. To start, I have the 3 meters of fabric folded into 2 equal parts, and I'll be cutting this into 2. So I'm cutting the 3 meters of fabric into 2. So one piece will be for the front part of our abaya and the other piece will be for the back. So here I have one of the piece folded into 2, and this will be for the front of our abaya. So the first thing I'm marking out here is to mark out the placket in the front of the abaya. So I'm taking 1.5 inches measurement from the folded part of the fabric here. So I'm marking 1.5 inches or 4 centimeter, and this will serve as the placket in the front. So this is where we'll be putting our buttons later on. So I'm taking 1.5 inches all the way down, and this markings is on the right side of the fabric. So this fabric was folded on the right side of the fabric, not on the wrong side of the fabric. So I'm marking directly on the right side of the fabric here. So all my subscribers, I say thank you for subscribing to my channel, and if you are new here, you can please subscribe to this channel, as I'll be uploading more videos on how to make modest outfits right from the comfort of your home. So after I'm done marking this, I'll take this to my sewing machine and I will sew right on the marked outline. I'll sew right on the right side of the fabric. I'll be sewing all the way down. I use 1.5 inches. You can as well use 2 inches. This depends on how wide you want your placket to be. So I'm done with my sewing, and this is how it looks after sewing. So I sew this on the right side of my fabric. So next is to take the other piece and also have that also folded into 2, and that will be for the back part of our abaya. So this back piece will be folded on the wrong side of the fabric, not on the right side as we did on the front. So I'll be folding this on the wrong side of my fabric, and I'll place the folded edge there right on the 1.5 inches line that we marked earlier and that we have sewn on the front piece. So the back will be starting right there from the 1.5 inches. So we'll be leaving out the 1.5 inches, and that's where we'll be starting our measurements from. So here I am. I'm trying to make sure that the line is starting right on the 1.5 inches line. Yeah. So we'll be leaving that space there. So the first thing I'm marking here is I'm just trying to get a straight line here, and that's where I'll be starting my measurement from. So here I'm taking my full length measurement. My measurement is 58 inches, and I'll be adding extra 1.5 inches sewing allowance. So I'll be using half inch to join the shoulders together, and the remaining 1 inches will be for the hem of the down part of my abaya. So I'm taking my full length measurement I sew. Next is to get my shoulder measurement. So I'll be marking my shoulder measurement right on the folded part of the back piece. Remember, we have the back piece up and the front piece is what we have down. So on that line here, This is where I'll be starting my shoulder measurement from, on the back piece, which is up here. So my shoulder measurement is 16 and half of that is 8 inches, and that's what I'm marking here. After which I'll check what I have left to get my sleeve measurement. So my sleeve is 25 inches. If you check the design of the abaya, we need to add extra fabric to get the design of the sleeve. So here I'll just try to check whatever I have here after marking the back measurement. So from that marked line, I'll measure what I have left. So after taking my 1.5 inches on the front piece, the front and back piece will not be of the same length again. So after marking the back measurement, I will check whatever I have left here to determine how many inches I'll be adding to get my sleeve design. So here I have 18.5 inches. I'm just checking what I have down there. I'm not using what I have up here. I'm using what I have down there. So I have 18.5 inches. So 18, I'll be using half inch to join the sleeves together. So 18 minus 25 inch. So I have extra 7 inch. I will be adding to this later on. So I'll be adding extra 7 inches. So here I have, I'm coming down by 2 inches. And this is to slant my shoulder. So there I'll be slanting from the shoulder down to the 2 inches. So after marking my shoulder measurement, from the shoulder measurement I marked 18 inches, and on that 18 inches line I came down by 2 inch, then I slant it from the shoulder down to the 2 inches measurement. So next is to check where the 7 inch joining will be on my hand. So I have it measured here, so I'll just measure round and see what I've got here. So here I have measured 12 inches, and that's the measurement I'll be inserting here. So I'll be measuring half of the 12 inches, which is 6 inches, and to that I'll be adding extra 1 inch seam allowance. So I'll be joining the shoulder with half inch allowance, and I'll also be joining the sleeve down with another half inch. So that'll be giving me 1 inch sewing allowance. So that's make it 7 inches altogether. So here I'm coming down by 7 inches, and this will be our sleeve opening. So onto this line, that's where we'll be joining the remaining 7 inches. So the next thing is to mark out the neckline. So the first thing we'll be marking is the back neckline, and I'll be marking right from the folded part of the back piece. So the neck width for the back is 4 inches, and that's what I'm marking here. And the neck depth, which I'll be marking here, I'll just come down by half inch here. So that'll be my neck depth. So I'm marking my 4 inch, which is the neck width, and the neck depth is what I'm marking right now, which is half an inch. So I'll connect it. So this is for the back neckline. We'll still come back to the front neckline. So now we go down to the down part of our abaya. And here I'll be marking 20 inches. The 20 inches I'll mark it from the folded part of the back piece. So I'm marking 20 inches or 51 centimeters here. Remember all the measurements we are marking here. We are leaving now the 1.5 inches on that front. That is for the placket. So I'll just connect from this sleeve opening here. I'll connect it down to the 20 inches I marked down. So I'll just curve it out like so. this depends on how wide you want your abaya to be. For me, I don't want the abaya too big on me, so just cover it like so. So yeah, I'm just trying to check if I will have to go deeper, and I think I would like to go deeper a little bit, and I'll be cutting on that line. So I'm just trying to give it another shape there, just to go in a little bit more, because I don't want the abaya too big on me. So I'll just curve it down like so. So I'll be cutting on this line. So this is what I've marked out. So after marking that down, I'll come to this corner here and I'll go up by 2 inches. Then I'll try to locate the midpoints here. So the midpoint is, I'll be marking out 10 inches here. That will be my midpoint. And from that midpoint, I'll connect it up to the 2 inches I've marked. So then I will have this cut out. So here I'm cutting out the sleeve opening, and down I'll be cutting out the shoulder down to the sleeve. Then I'll cut out the back neckline, and when I'm done with that, I'll have the back piece folded like so. I'll just fold it like so. Then I'll start with the measurement of the front neckline. So the width of the front neckline will be 4 inches. So I'll be starting my measurement on this 1.5 inch, which I've marked for my placket. So I have 4 inches for the width, and the neck depth for the front will be 4 inches as well. So I'll just connect it. So the neck width for the front and the neck width for the back must be the same thing, but the neck depth can be whatever you desire. So to cut this out, I will fold the placket in like so. Then I'll cut out the front neckline. Yeah, as you can see, the width must be aligned together and the must be the same. Only the neck depths, I used ½ inch for the back, and for the front the neck depth was 4 inches, but the neck width are the same thing. So the next thing is to cut out the remaining 7 inches that we need to add to our sleeve. So here I have this piece folded into 2, and I will have it fold again, then that will be into 4. So this folded part will be on the shoulder, and I'll be placing this side on the sleeve opening. So yeah, I'm just trying to check if I have enough, because I need 7 inches, so I have up to 9 inches there. So I'll just place it closely on it like so. So I'll place the folded piece closely here. So after placing it, I'll make sure this align together. Then I'll start marking my measurement. So I'll go ahead and mark 8 inches here because I need extra 1 inch to hem the sleeve and also to join the piece together. So I'll be marking 8 inches. And then I'll measure around my wrist. So my wrist is 9 inches and half of that is 4.5 inch. Then I'll be adding extra half inch for my sewing allowance. So that's why I'll be marking 5 inches here. And from that 5 inches, I'll just connect it down like so. I'll connect it down. You see that this is slanting, not straight. It's a little bit just to continue with the curve there. So I won't be marking it straight. I'll connect it in a slanting way. So this is to make sure this curve is continued. So I'll have this cut out. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So next, I have this piece here and I'm marking 1 inch. Although this is supposed to be cut on bias, but I don't have enough fabric, so that's why I'm cutting it straight. So I'll be using it to sew my neckline round. If you want to see how to make this, how to sew bias around the neckline, you can check my previous video on how to do that. So just have this 1 inch piece and I'll be cutting this straight down. So I'll be sewing this around my neckline. But before sewing, I will have to iron out the placket. So we have to iron out the placket before sewing the neckline. So this will go around the neckline. So for the placket, I already have my iron plug in the socket. So I'll open it up like so. So you just have to open up and press nicely with the hot iron. So as you can see what I'm doing in the video. So I have it open up in the middle and I'll be pressing it down with my hot iron. After pressing, when you check your measurement, you have the same 1.5 inches that we measured earlier. So I'll just keep opening it up and iron like so. So you can just place your iron on it for like 1 minute or 2 minutes so that it can press it down nicely. So this is what I'll be doing all the way down on the placket. As you can see how nice and neatly this looks. And we'll be putting our button later on. So I have it all ironed out and neatly done. So our placket is ready. So the next thing is to have the front and the back piece joined together. So I have the right side of the front piece Then I'll be placing the right side of the back piece on it. So right side facing each other, and I'll take this to my sewing machine and stitch this from the neckline down to the sleeve opening. So I'll be doing this on both sides. So when I'm done doing that, then I'll sew this around my neckline. So I've done that. I joined the shoulders together, and I also did sew my neckline. So the next thing is to join the sleeves together. So what we'll be doing here is I'll have my sleeve folded here. So I'll just notch the center of this. I will open this up and place the notch pads on the joining there. So I'll take this to my sewing machine and stitch it all the way down. So I'll be doing that on both sleeves. So I'm done with that. I've joined the sleeves together, and I'll just hem this up. So and that's what I've done here. So the next thing is to have this folded on the wrong side, and I'll stitch it all the way from the sleeve down with 1/2 inch sewing allowance. So I'll be doing that on both sides. And this is what I've gotten. So I did that. So the next thing is to hem the down part of the abaya. So I'll take this to my sewing machine, double fold and stitch it all around. So the next thing is to fix our buttons. So here I'm marking 5 inches. So the distance between one button to the other button will be 5 inches. And that's what I'm marking out here. So on the placket, I'm just marking 5 inches, and that's where I'll be putting my button on. So making sure the buttons are on the center. So you just want to make sure they are straight. So I'll be placing my buttons on this markings here. So I'll go ahead and stitch one of the buttons for you to see. So using my hand needle and the matching thread, so I'll go ahead and stitch up the button like so. So you want to stitch it tightly like so. So here our beautiful abaya is almost done. So for this abaya, I make use of 9 buttons. So I'll just go ahead and fix all the buttons. And here I'm done fixing all my buttons. So this is the final look. I so much like the look of this abaya. I love how it looks nice on me. And let me know if you'll be trying this out in the comment section. And thanks for watching. Assalamu alaikum.